my crafty friends, welcome to my channel. I am here for another thrift haul. This time I went to a couple of places. I went to the Goodwill Bins and I got a bunch of books and a few other items, and then I went to some thrift stores with my friends, and their reaction to some of the things that I got was pretty funny. But anyway, let's get started with my haul. So I'm gonna go through the books really quickly. Like, I need another cookbook, but I couldn't pass this cover up. It's The Joy of Cooking. This one right here is not in such great shape. And it is a 1953 edition. So it's not a first edition, but I love the cover, and actually the pages are very, very nice. So this is a Rombauer Becker book, and I picked that up. The Hug book, which I don't think this is that old, but oh my goodness, I just thought this was such a cute book. It is from 2015. I had never seen it, but anyway, I just thought some of the illustrations in here were really cute, and so I picked that one up. The Precious Moments Stories from the Bible. I loved Precious Moments, and I got this one. Has really sweet illustrations. Oh my goodness. Super, super cute. I've had several different Precious Moment books. This one, I love that fact that it has a mix of the black and white and with the color. I'm not sure if I just might put this up in my shop. I may and I may not. Let's see. I love this one where he's like crafting. Okay. This one is in 1987, originally in 1969, or the original one. So I got that. The course I had to pick up Charlie Brown. This is the 50 years of the Great Pumpkin, and I don't have this one in my collection of Charlie Brown books, and I picked this one up. This was regularly $8, and yeah, I got it at the Goodwill Bins. This is from 2015. This is one of my favorite. I'm not a Halloween person, but it really was one of my favorite ones to quote from. There were so many good quotes from this movie. I loved it. So anyway, got this one. Ted and Nina, never heard of this. Go to the grocery store. Super cute book. This one is from 1935. They're lithographs. It's taken from lithographs. So I had never seen this. I think it's, I like the size. It was really neat. This size book actually would make a great sketchbook. So I may just do this as a sketchbook. This one also, Let's Play House. This is another great book. It's like a half book size. So but I love the fact that, one, who doesn't love polka dots, right? Let's Play House by Lois Lenski. This one is copyright 1944. I think it's in excellent shape for being from 1944. Are you kidding me? Is that 80 years ago? 1944. Woo! Okay, so the colors in this book are phenomenal. It's only 3 different colors. Oh, somebody decided they were going to scribble on that. I might be able to get that off. Anyway, super cute. Picked up 2 of these. I was so excited. There was another person a gentleman who was digging through the bins, and he grabbed the one that I wish I could have gotten because I had wanted it. It's the McCall's Arts and Craft book for kids. Oh, and he grabbed it before I could get to it. But I did get this one. I got 2 of these. They're the second book from the Music Hour. Let's see. It is from Copyright 1937 is the last copyright. The original was 1928. I love this font right here. Oh my goodness. The pictures are just adorable. And so it's a children's book, probably from school. The Busy Bee. Anyway, so got two of these. One's in not so great, actually terrible condition. And like written all over. So this one I'm going to have no problem tearing up at all. But I will be able to go through that one. So I got those. The Bears Christmas, Stan and Jan Bearstain. I just thought this was super cute. I don't have any of their books, and I just love their books. So I thought that this one would be a really cute book to alter. Mid-South Garden Guide Revised Edition. The only reason why I got it was because it's from the Memphis Garden Club, and it is all about gardening. And I don't have anything like this, and I need it for my area. So I have like a general kind of gardening book, but this is actually in our area, and so I really thought this would be a good one to own. So this one I'm keeping. I'm not altering it at all. I don't know why I got this one. I guess I just got it because I thought it was super cute. I didn't want to leave it behind. It is pop-up fun, snappy little farmyard. Oh my goodness, look at this. Isn't that cute? The illustrations and the colors. Look at the cow. This is such a cute pop-up book. Look at this. Aww, so really cute. Look at the pig, the duck. So this one's probably going to end up in my shop. I think that's supposed to go like that. Oh yeah, it's like the goat's eating the sock. Cat and the mouse. Look at his eye opens. This was very well done. And then the farmer whispers, good night, good night, good night. Anyway, very, very cute pop-up book. Printed in Thailand. I don't know. I'm hoping I can get the person's name off of it if I put it up in. I probably can. Some alcohol. It doesn't have a year anywhere because the whole thing is popped up. Oh, 1999. Anyway, I couldn't leave it. It was just too cute. Alrighty, here we go. I have a kit I'm working on right now, a fireman kit, and I thought this would be really good to put in that fireman kit. I'm almost done with that kit. That'll be going in the shop. Got that. Found this. It has no cover, but I thought this was really cute because they're colored notes. And just, I hadn't seen one with the colored notes. This is probably a little booklet that came with, oh, here we go. Yeah, a Little Tykes. So, Tapatoon songbook, Little Tykes. I was gonna say it was probably a little child toy thing. ABCs of food freezing. I just could not leave this behind, and I got a bunch of cool ephemera that came in it. Hot chicken salad. And so it has pictures, some illustrations, terrific tuna sandwich, Elvis Presley cake. What? I need to give this to my friend. Okay. Because I live in Elvis Presley land. This one is a little dinged up, but anyway, it teaches you how to freeze all your own fruits and vegetables, which I thought would be super handy. I'm working on the Winnie the Pooh. This is the House at Pooh Corner. This one is a pop-up. Oh my goodness. Come on. Look at Eeyore. Ah, I love this. Okay, let's see. This one has the pull out. Oh my goodness. Pooh coming out the door. Love it. He's going in for a taste. This one I need to repair, but Tigger goes up and down. However, he needs to be glued back onto here. So at least the part's still there and I can just reattach Christopher Robin. And I don't think that that piece is, oh, here. There we go. Picking up pine cones. Oh, I think that's just flips open like that. Let me see, this one goes, ooh, this is the very blustery day. And then that swings around. Oh, I remember Owl was up in the, yep, I remember that. Okay, and then you got Christopher Robin. Anyway, I just thought this was the cutest book. I love pop-ups, they're so fun. This is, I'm not sure. Oh yes, I remember. A Giraffe and a Half by Shel Silverstein. And it was, this is a 1964 book. And I got this for someone. You know who you are if you are watching. Don't know if she continuously watches my channel, but I have your address, and so I know you're going to be working on this, and I picked it up for you, and I will get that in the mail. Baby's first picture book. This is so funny because Meg, you just posted a book by this these people, and I found one. I had found one already before I saw your post, and I had never seen them either. Isn't this cute? Look at grocery shopping. So yes, I agree that these illustrators are definitely a bolo. And Angela over at the Traveling Crafter has a hashtag going called "Be on the Lookout for Books." So this is definitely one to be out on the look for. Look at this. Super cute. Very cute. Oh my goodness. Look at the rain. So anyway, I just thought this was, I agree with Meg. But the crazy part was I just found one too. I got this at the Goodwill Bins. Oops. Totally falling apart. It is definitely, it's a UK price. I don't see anywhere, I don't see like the front page is missing. So I don't have any, so some pages are missing out of this. I don't know anything about this book, but it's Baby's first picture book, and I'm only saying that it's by the same company because it's Dean and Illustrators, and it's a UK book, and they look very similar. So got that one. I didn't know, I thought this was going to be a Christmas book, and when I opened it, this is from 1962, it's Yogi Bear Christmas. And I'm so happy because I bought that Yogi Bear coloring book, activity book, and I love Yogi and Boo Boo, and this is from 1961. So, oh my goodness. The pictures are awesome. And, yeah. So anyway, I love it. Love it. Got that. Okay, so that's my books. That's my book haul. Okay, part 2. Here we go. Found this at the Goodwill Bins for, no, I know. This was from the estate, not the estate sale. Oh my goodness. My little thrift shop that I go to. I got those. I got these little calculator papers. I'm collecting these for that women's retreat I'm doing, and I need 12 of them, and I think I'm almost there. May only have 9. I have to look. This was in there. It was a needle book that's kind of ripped, but the picture's still cute and the needles are in there, and I thought I could add this to my sewing journal, so I did pick that up. I got a couple of sewing patterns. They're not in that great shape, but I can cut them out, or I could use this part. And then I got a guy one. This is not very old. This one is actually a New Zealand pattern, which I found very interesting. Let's see what the year was. The year on this one was 1990, but I don't find the men ones very often, so I thought this was very interesting. And he has on one of those bolo ties, which I thought was pretty funny. So 90s. So yeah. And the socks with the sneakers, the scrunch socks with the sneakers. Oh my goodness, please. Okay, so I found some vintage wrapping paper. That was pretty. I found French lace doilies in these are Hallmark. This was in the bottom of a pile and I grabbed it because of the tiny little graph paper. I thought that'd be cute. Of course, I got some of these old school star stickers. Some rickrack, because no rickrack left behind. Gold rickrack. I got some vintage wrapping paper, but look how cute this is with all the little animals. Oh my goodness, isn't that just adorbs? And they're holding like a letter, flowers, just so cute. So, got that. Simply Dessert, just because it has the strawberries on the front and because there were some awesome pies in here that I want to make. This blueberry streusel cobbler, I may have to try that. It looks really good. And also look at these bars. Marbled cheesecake bars sound fabulous. Fudge nut brownies. Oh, so this just, yeah, there's some really good desserts in here. So I got that. I pick these up whenever I can find them for lasers. I have a laser printer, and I also have an inkjet. It's the Eco tank, but I have a laser printer. So whenever I can find the things for the laser printer, when I do my printables, I do them on the laser printer because I do mixed media, like when I do my mixed media stuff. And if you get the inkjet bleeds, you know, well, if you get water and stuff on it. So these are really big labels. These will be great to stick through my laser printer, and I can print out. They're great to print out like wallpaper, you know, for your own use. Like I could scan and put this in for my own use and have stickers for my own journal. So I try to pick those up whenever I can. It's falling. Okay. Let's see. I also got this, and this is so cute. My friend, okay, first off, this one looks like my cat Smokey that I had. He's gone. He passed a couple years ago. And then, but my sister had a Siamese, and my friend from high school, she has Siamese cats. And this may be a Himalayan, because it's long-haired. I'm not sure. I'm not that up on cats. I don't know. So if you know what a long-haired one that kind of looks like a Siamese coloring is, you can put it down in the... But I know she had one of those. So I thought, well, for her birthday, when her birthday comes around, I will wrap her gift in it. But I really got it... Well, I saw the Siamese kind of face there, and then when I saw that it had my cat on there, I'm like, okay, I got to add that to my own journal. I haven't done anything with him yet. Then I found these two Reader's Digests because, you know, I love, look at this blue one for summer. I may keep this for myself and make this into a guest book. These are the colors of my new home. Has a lot of navy, white, and blue. And so I thought this would be really cute to do a guest book with. It's a nice, you know, size for that. And then I got this one. I thought this was really pretty. This one is like a rust kind of color. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one yet. There are some interesting pictures in here. This one actually doesn't have too bad of pictures. Some of them you get, they're like, you know, you don't even bother using the pictures in it. But there are some that are not too bad. Oh, this has one called the Tower of Babel. So, did get this one. Those were from the 1960s. All right. Next, I found some wallpaper border. Like, I need more, but you know, you do need it. I thought this was really cute with the little flowers. And this is so like 1990s. Did pick up some of that. That actually was new in the wrapper, but I undid it for you guys to be able to see it. Okay, let me push this stuff aside because I got a baggie of things. So this was at the Goodwill Bins. Well, okay, this didn't come in the bag. You know me. I pick up these miniature things to hang as charms. And I found a little mushroom, kawaii mushroom. So I'll make that into a charm. The dinosaur. I got the little shopping. Look at this. It's like a little shopping basket. How cute is that to put on a charm for a charm? And look at this one, a little shopping cart. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then how retro, but a boombox, 1980s boombox. So I got those. All right, found some really neat. I loved this pattern on here. It's very 1950s. So I did pick up those cards. They were just loose in the bottom of a bin. So I did get these. Anyway, I just thought they were really neat. Okay, I did get some more of these. Now that I taught myself how to do these, I'm like addicted. So now I'm picking them up everywhere, but I'm on the lookout. I need a bigger one because I have a project I want to do with it. So I'm on the lookout for a big one. I found this big giant diaper pin. These were the laundry pins. I call it a diaper pin. It's not a diaper pin, but it's back in the day when they would have, like, you take your diapers and the cloth diapers for pickup, you would have these. Somebody etched in a 71 in there, but anyway. So I did pick up that. That was in this bag. I found another, I thought this was really cute, a needle book from Woolworths. And then in here were some other needle books. I do like these pink and aqua ones. Those are fun to use. And then here's one from 70s. And then this is just a good one that has good embroidery. I need some good embroidery. So I think that went up actually. I mean, well, it was all in this bag. It was in this bag. So in this bag, there are apparently a magnet because everything is sticking to it, which that's an old seam ripper. That's dangerous. That could be. There were a bunch of old buttons in here. And are these out of, I saw these and I'm thinking these came out of the old Band-Aid boxes. That's what I'm thinking these are from. The old Band-Aid, not Band-Aid boxes, but like a first aid kit. I think that's what these are out of, the first aid kit scissors. But on a sewing journal, these would be really cute because they're flat. You could, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But anyway, a little plastic thimble. And then there's all kinds of buttons. So these, I'll have to go through them. I always pull out my favorite, which are the mother of pearl. I have a little, here's one. I have a little box that I keep all my little mother of pearl buttons in. So anyway, that was in there. I really just got it for these. So the fact that it's got buttons in, you know, you can always use buttons, right? Alrighty, and then what else was in there? Let's see. Oh, these were some tracks that I found that, anyway, I thought these were kind of neat. I'm going to put them in those scripture journal kits. And then I found this, the Little Victorian Girl paper doll. I've never seen the Dover Little Activity books. And so this one is still all intact. But how cute would this be just to tuck? Whoops. Well, it was intact. I take it back. I'm gonna have to tape these things. But anyway, it'd be really cute just stuck in a pocket of a journal. I don't have any plans of making a Victorian journal, but maybe in a childhood journal it would be cute. Let's see. I picked up, I always get these top loading sheet protectors because I can always use them. These are nice and thick. They're the older ones, so they are really nice and thick, not at all like the ones you get at the Dollar Tree. And so whenever I can find those, if they're at a good price, which this was Goodwill Bins, it was probably 50 cents, I will pick it up. Oh, the other thing I got for $1 at the Goodwill Bins was a cutting mat, and I can always use those. So I did get that. I got these because I love my own journaling. I do a lot of mixed media, and so whenever I can find house numbers or post numbers and letters, I always post box. I always pick them up. So I love using them in my own journal. So I picked those up for myself. And then I got some, these were not from the Goodwill Bins. This was from the little thrift store. And this was some letterhead for Christmas, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. And then I found this one, and this was at the Goodwill bin, and I laughed because when I saw it in the bin, I had looked at this because it had fruit on it, and I looked at this to actually buy it at Goodwill. They want $1.99 for this pack, and when I picked it up at the Goodwill bin, she charged me 25 cents. So, you know, sometimes it does, and I just happened to be there the day they put that in the bin, which was kind of cool. Alrighty, and then these again were the laser. I got another set. These are by Avery. These are the name badge size, but because they are laser printer, I picked these up at the little thrift store that I like. These are like a weatherproof, more kind of vinyl-y, I think. I don't know what they're made out of, but let's see. PVC free, but anyway, got those. Got these at my little thrift store. I found, okay, so this week I found, well, it would be last week for you guys, but I did the 2 different hauls on 2 different days, 2 different weeks. I put them up. I found some more ideals. So I found 3 ideals. I got 2 Christmas ones, and I found the Ideals Country. So these are not the old ones. These are newer ones. The ones I got before were actually from the 70s, and these are the newer ones from, what year were these from? These are from, oh my goodness, okay. This is 1999. This is 1999. Sorry, it took me a little bit because I had to do the Roman numerals. Okay, so I don't know who was talking about that, like the different things that you learn in school that you don't think you're ever going to use again. Okay, right now, I'm thankful that I learned how to read the Roman numerals. Who would have ever thought? Okay, I have 2 more things and I'm ready to go. There was a whole bag of different kind of invitations, and some of this stuff I know I'm not going to use. Both my grandmothers have passed, but you know, I could put something over the sentiment. It's still a pretty card, and I could use the envelope. This is like that. This is good for a rose journal. All I'd have to do is cut the top off. Thinking of you, godmother. I'd never had a godmother, so but I can cut around this. Very cute. Just random envelopes. Thanks. You're A-okay. Amazingly, outstandingly kind. Who you can always use the thank you card. Okay, these are cute with the little weenie dog. Thanks so much. And look at Charlie Brown. It's Christmas, of course. Had to, actually that is why I bought it. I saw Snoopy and Woodstock, so I'm like, I'm in. All right. They have these like beachy scened invitations. I don't know when these came out. Do they even make invitations anymore? This one's another invitation. I thought this was so pretty, and I can always put something over the sentiment. But I thought this was super pretty, and there's like 4 packs of those. Another thank you note. Oh, here's the little weenie dogs. These were Hallmark. I don't know what this is. A hello you, just a note. And then some envelopes. And then I don't know what this is. Yeah, for your grandma. So I may just fussy cut that out. And I may just like fussy cut inside that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. All my grandmothers went home to be with the Lord, so. Alrighty. Okay. Last but not least, I took a class with Seth Appner, and he uses this 3D old wallpaper, and I found a giant roll, 25 cents. Giant roll of it. I actually found 2, and I'm so excited because it's the one part of the class I couldn't do. I have it on DVD, and it's the one part of the class I couldn't do because I didn't have the wallpaper, but I found it in this crazy model thing, and I'm excited because now I'm going to be able to do it. Like I said, these were 25 cents. I mean, seriously, look how huge these are. But the cool thing is that I am teaching that class with a bunch of ladies, and so, oh, I did pick up these glue sticks because they're by Avery. It's their permanent glue, and I actually like these. These were at Goodwill for 99 cents, 3 for 99, but I think I found them at the Goodwill bin because I haven't been to Goodwill. So I found them at the Goodwill's bin, and she probably charged me $1 or 99 cents for it anyway, but 50 cents. I think when they see the tag on there, I think they give you like half off, if I'm not mistaken. But it doesn't matter. That's still a good deal. You guys know how expensive glue sticks have become. And I have been using these. These are by Avery. This is the disappearing glue stick. This is the washable acid-free one. These are washable and acid-free. This one's called Permanent. And these, so far, I really like it. I like Avery products. So I think this is going to be probably my new go-to glue stick. We shall see. I'm going to try out the permanent ones and just see how they roll. I don't know that these said that they were permanent. It doesn't say on here. It just says washable and acid-free. So, but so far so good. It's been sticking, and it hasn't come off on some things that I've been doing. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope this wasn't too long and you weren't too bored. And I will see you guys soon. Oh, one last thing. For all of you crafters, do I have it? Who enjoy buying little knick-knacky things and you put them on your desk. One of the things I wanted to tell you was if you go to the Dollar Tree for $1.25, you can get a roll of this is removable heavy. It's their removable glue tape. And this stuff is phenomenal. I can't show you because, let me see. It's removable. Okay. But anyway, it's stuck to my desk. But I put it on the bottom of my little desk people because I have some people that cheer me on while I create. And so anyway, I put it on the bottom of their feet. And that way they don't fall over on my desk and I can pull them off but put somebody else on there, whoever I want to use for the day. Like I've got my, I have my little Betty from the Flintstones. She's on my desk and things like that. So anyway, they're standing up on the edge of my desk and they don't fall over while I'm working. So I just thought I would give you that little tip in case you have something on your desk that you need to hold in place so it doesn't fall over, this is a really good thing to pick up. Okay guys, I will see you soon and I'll be back for some crafting. Bye.